Good evening, one and all. It's Sunday, it's the end of the week, and today, of course, that means some more good old Warframe. Welcome on in, one and all. Hope you're doing well where you are around the world. And of course, especially to those of you who hail from Ireland or just have any affinity there within, happy St. Patrick's Day as well. Welcome on in, everyone. Hope you're doing well. I have got tea in hand. I have got a green energy titania. By chance, I'll be all quite honest with you, but hey, it's green energy. Cheers. So to say, don't think I'll be able to watch for very long. Not to worry, my dude. Not to worry, you're still here all the same, and welcome on in. You watch for as long or as little as you choose to do. The only person who's required to be here from the start of the stream right the way through to the end of it is me. Because it's my stream. Kind of makes sense, really, doesn't it? Don't you worry about it. Hello there, Ray. Hope you're doing well as well. Mana hike? I'm not sure what I'm on about there, sorry my dude. I'm not sure which nouns I'm picking out as things I should be recognizing, but I'm not. Sorry. Ray, celebration, just fair enough then. Alright, Ray, yeah. I will be honest, I know very little about Saints in general, so sure. Lag is really bad? On your end. Right, not my end, yeah. Yeah. Does that make say D&D is a game or classes are doing psychic damage? I crit fail on saving from. Okay. Again, I'm not quite following everything, sorry. Hello there, Cosmo. That I can follow. Good evening to you. Welcome in. And hello there on host. I don't know, Solomir. Are you having a stroke? You don't understand anything? Understand this. We're in Warframe. That is easy to understand. Yo! Swizzle McCrizzle. First of all, I love the username. That's actually a brilliant username right there. Second of all, thank you very much for dropping your Prime over here. Welcome to the channel proper. Enjoy a lovely blue sub badge. Your fancy snake emotes. Your access to a supported team over on my Discord. That is the premium channel there. And no more ads for you, sir. I say sir as a general casual term, as I know not, but all the same. Cheers. Oh, I see. Right. I'm sorry. Right. Disaster. See, when people use usernames that's just so completely different, I don't know how I'm ever supposed to keep track. So, mutual bad on that. My bad for not recognizing your bad for making it more difficult for that. There we go. Yeah, dear. And in which case, right, now I can reprocess your entire context of messages. D&D is a game where classes are doing psychic damage, you crit fail and saving from. Right, okay. I mean, I did say on character setup, you'd chosen a complicated character. I did say this at setup. So, it happens. It happens. And anonymous, whoever you be, wherever you be, of course, definitely no one knows who you are. Ladybug, your secret admirer is pulled through once more, giving you a lovely tier 1 sub there. Anonymous, thank you very, very much on that. Cheers. Does that say fair? I underestimated the complexity. Yeah, when I say something is complicated, there's a very good chance it might actually be. Just putting it out there. But now you know. Yes, the complexity is definitely... Thanks, Hill. Thank you. You just cost someone, what was it, like 10,000 channel points right there? You probably did. Of course, Ladybug, but we don't need to let everyone else know that. As well as Crystal say, cheers, first time caught you live, love you. Well, thank you very much, I appreciate that. There it is, so. Cheers, Zom. Yeah, welcome on in, Smizzle. I'm glad you enjoy other stuff enough to pop on over here. I hope you enjoy the streams just as much. So, today we're going to get cracking on with the Netrocells that I think I have completely neglected this week. Whoops. I may have been doing basically everything else. Zom already wanting to get in on that. Yeah, look at that. Zom is reading my mind. Zaldok, dancing about is March 27th, which is after the March dev stream on the 22nd. Yes, that's how it seems. That is how it seems, isn't it? Alright, have I actually not done these? Netrocells. Yeah, I haven't done them. Right, cool. We'll actually have to need to do that then. So, If you'd like to join me on that, do what Zarman's done, send me a message in game. First come, first serve, let's get cracking, shall we? I'm, of course, going to use only the most complicated and difficult of Warframe. I'm bringing Lavos. I'm just bringing Lavos. I'm going to switch off the... am I going to switch off the Grimoire? You know what? I can use the Grimoire. I want to make sure what setup I've got. Long shot. Sorry, yes, I missed your earlier message, didn't I? That is bad of me. I do apologise. I've been running Zoros, Melee Influence a lot lately. Just got a Riven. I'm wondering what stats so try to get for this setup. That's a very good question. Let me have a careful think on that, actually. Whilst I quickly sort out this setup here. Switch, switch, switch. And I want to go for... do I want to train for efficiency? I don't really need more strength, but efficiency can allow me to do more fun stuff, so I'll do that. Yes, that'll be nice. And we'll keep the rest of the rest. Let's grab my companions. I always take them off when I do a thumbnail. Alright, Saltmare, come on in. King Vab, come on in. That's our crew. That is our crew. Simon, I'm doing right. Hope you're doing well yourself. Welcome in. We're about to go into some natural cells. So, yeah, long shot. With regards to Riven for Zoros Melee Influence, Zoros has guaranteed electric procs. You don't really need status gens on that side. You might want to go for plus electric to just make those even more powerful. That can help on a Riven. Also, removing the necessity to put it on a different mod, or even just working with them. Crit stats are crit stats are crit stats. They just generally help. You can have minus range very safely because it's a Zoros. Minus range doesn't affect the explosion on it. Initial combo might be an idea, depending on your builds. You'll have to look into that. Pure damage, often a positive to have, especially because of the way that Condition Overload doesn't work on glaive explosions, to my understanding. Aside from that, yeah, those are probably going to be the key ones I would go for. Like those kind of stats I'll be looking at. But yeah. Hello, welcome there, Sheepster. Gone over again stream, how things? Things have been good. I've had a very good day with my family today. Spent some time with my brothers. Always nice to do on a lovely sunny day today as well. There we go. Yep. Yeah, it's much easier to figure out who you are now. Absolutely. Fair enough, Ductile. I'll hopefully distract you as much as possible. What do I use Worm Prime for? General support. It gives me fire rate. It gives me status resistance. It gives me crit bonuses. It just does a lot of stat sticking more than anything. And Shadania. Cheers for the hydrate. Cheers indeed. Would I say the Marodetron is a usable weapon on Steel Path? Usable? Almost every weapon is usable. With the right buffs and support. As good as you want it to be? No idea. Really does depend on what you're doing. Really, really does depend. I gotta believe there's... Alright, let's get cracking, shall we? Yeah, the backseat Stev stream is slated to reveal a bunch of details here or there. We'll see exactly what it is when it comes through. How about a Gamba on a shard or no shard? You know what? Sure. Let's get a Gamba started on that. Zom is in the squad with us. Sil, are you able to set up the prediction if you're around? Energy? What's energy? There we go. I'll grab this one as well, just so I have everything because I can. It's still usable on Steel Path with the right buffs, yes. Remember, usable doesn't mean good. Usable means usable. Those are two very different things. Am I on the right build? That felt short. I'm going to have to check my build after this. That felt short. Yeah, that felt... I have... Yeah, I'm missing range. I'm on the wrong build. Darn. Why am I on the wrong build? I switched to this, which means I've messed up my config A Lavos. Oh dear. Whoopsie. Hey there, returning to Warframe after a long while. Your videos really helped me get back in. Well, welcome on in. Glad they've been a help to you, my dude. That's exactly what they're there for, after all. Someone has got that one. I want to go the other way.
Using the key glyphs will open the Netracell, so be ready. We ain't done.
Wait.
Local threats are triggering a security override.
Where did...
Clear out the uglies to pop the door.
When did I take such a wrong turn? Hang on. I swear I was heading towards one of the terminals. How did I... What? Okay, that's confusing. You can find that show about terminals? That's fine, it's just the waypoint completely broke on me and tried setting me backwards. Because it didn't expect... I guess it just didn't expect that to happen. It's working now, but I had to go through a couple tiles for it to realise, oh, sorry, it sent you the wrong way. There we are. I'm feeling slow for some reason. I don't even know what your loadout is, so maybe that could be it. There we are. Oh god, that is so far away! Was it? Oh, it's down. That marker did not help. We know where the zone is. I was trying to stop the thing that was spawning a necromech, but now we're going to have to deal with the necromech. So that waypoint was also not helpful. And the audio sounded like it was there, but it definitely wasn't. That's weird. Feels like Grimoire isn't very good at killing things. That's exactly what I said in my guide, yes. The Grimoire is a support weapon, not a killing weapon. It can be used to kill, but it's not primarily that. You don't know what the ticket's for, you bought one? Maybe you should check out what the raffle is. Exclamation mark raffle. It's in the stream title. Ooh, shiny. Yoink. Hello, Winey. How you doing? DD promised more grimoires, so hopefully the next one is a bit more murdery than Albrecht's. Well, the next one is an exalted grimoire, so we would expect as much, yes. Necromite. I might find the Necromite. Where you at, fella? I mean, I'll grab this. There you are. Reposition again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check what build I've got on the moment. Something feels wrong. Something feels very wrong about this setup. What have I done? Ah, what was I testing to break this? Oh, that's a good Necromite. Can't kill that. I can't remember what stream the Good Vibes Kennedy Redeem originates from. What stream? God knows, it's been around a very long time now. Very long time. It was Good Vibes, got renamed to Kennedy, but again, all that is a long time ago now. It's just part of the existence here. There we go. Got a whole bunch of efficiency, so that when I throw that down, huge chunks come off of the timer. Huge chunks. That was a bad one, but it's fine. Find the other Necromite. Got it. Oh yeah, the labs, the art team have once again proven they are absolutely S tier when it comes to the labs. The art team are pretty much always brilliant with this game. Truly on point. Oh, someone fell over. Someone's pet fell over. We'll just get them back up. It's a thing to do. Can he laid out his corrosive projection? Oh dear. Prime sure-footed, full umbral, adaptation, archon continuity, overextended, swift bite, correction, drift. Ah, there it is. Yep. That's what I was doing. That was from the Grimoire test run with full coaction, corrosive. I recall now. That's why everything feels wrong. That is not a setup I usually use at all. Cool. We'll have that fixed shortly, but now I know what it's up. Foreman looks very strong. The Foreman Prime is pretty decent, yeah.
Didn't want anyone in here. I want to know why.
I mean, Curse Doctors, that's the right thing to do. If you want to go slowly through a mission, really take in the sights, explore around, do all that kind of stuff, doing it solo is the exact right way to do it. 100%. It's to your benefit, and it's to the benefit of others that don't get dragged back because of it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you want to get all the Voker, a pre-made squad hunting Voker is even better. But if you're just exploring solo, yeah. Nope, someone just shot over the edge. There we are. And we just need Vab. Wonderful. There we are. What do we get? We got a melee fortification. Wow, that ain't great. Let's run the prediction on this next one. Let's see. Will we get an Archon Shard on the next run? Let's get that up and running, everyone. Do schools in the UK or Ireland get the day off for St. Patrick's Day? Throughout England? I don't believe so, no. Other parts of the UK? I don't know, as I'm completely unfamiliar with the schooling in other parts of the UK.
Is truly a thing of beauty.
Yeah, the sheer density of detail in the labs is impressive, honestly, yeah. I will not disagree on that. Right, I prefer having the enemy radar, just to really see how far things are. Although, actually, no, I should have plenty for my companion. I will stay with the corrosive after all, thinking about it. Coaction Drift needs to come out. That should be a stretch mod in there. There we go. That gives me the extra range I'm looking for. That's better. That is better. Alright. The rest of it, however, can stay as is, can't it? Yeah. Ew. That feels good now.
Well done, lads. Well done. I dare say. You in the mood for a look? No.
Netracell. Run set. Actually, I want to check on what I've got on the Fullman. I think about it. It should be on a normal slash setup. Mag restoration, total bleeding. Yeah, that should be fine as is. That'll be fine. So yeah, some countries not necessarily have banned it outright, but in some countries, because they have even stricter gambling laws than others, Twitch's response was to even lock out the channel points. Despite the fact that channel points have no value and should not be exchangeable for anything of value, to ensure that absolutely nothing went completely wrong with that, that's what Twitch's lawyers have ended up settling on for some countries. Lucas, you still want to get Protea's normal version because of the helmet system. So you might as well do it anyway. Go for it. You might as well. Need to go. Oh, you know what? There's a way up here. There we go. One done. Yeah, the issue to me is that Twitch doesn't clearly communicate at point of use why the channel points can't be used on predictions. For those who are in a country which prohibits it. They don't make that clear, and so it leads to people having ill will on the whole, oh, it must be bugged, it must be broken, streamers set it up wrong, or something like that. That should just be communicated. And that's just a failing on Twitch's part. Oh, looks like someone has found the Netra cell based on the waypoint. Yep, and it's opened. Or opening.
We ain't done. Local threats are triggering a security override. Clear out the uglies to pop the door.
There we go, on location. If I forget, Animal Instinct stack on Venarian Companion? To my knowledge, yes. Yeah. From Singapore, can't bet points, which is sad. Fair do. It is just that way sometimes. I don't want that to activate. Where is it? Shit, too late. It was successful. Why did it spawn one all the way over here? No one was over here. That's annoying. Well, might as well get back in the zone now. Would very much like to have some stacks on the weapon. Come on. The only downside with the form, it needs its stacks to get going, so until you've got those, it feels a bit worse. Quite a bit. But once we got those stacks, it slaps. There we are. Twitch isn't really known for its clear communication. Yeah, that's always been Twitch, unfortunately. Smuggler saying, here it's simply any physical gambling that may result in monetary benefits because the official currency is banned on land. And yet, there are no monetary benefits to get from channel points. At least, there shouldn't be. So then to have a prediction for channel points isn't a monetary gamble. To my lay understanding, but then again, I'm not one of Twitch's lawyers. Can I not get stuck on all of the terrain? Thank you. I will say the choice of having void explosions, which puts void ick on the screen like that, I'm not a fan of how much that makes the screen busier. I feel like this is a busy enough game, it doesn't need more reasons to struggle to see what's going on. I don't know how anyone else feels on that, but I mean, the sheer amount of visual noise in Warframe is kind of crazy. Also, why do all the enemies have to be in this one choke point? We need to wait for them just to get to the edge of the zone.
Security level dropping. Don't quit now. I gotta know what's in that Netra cell.
I love these new snake emotes. They are really fitting. Although I notice, Aga, you've got more than just snakes there. Lack of clear noise and disruption are also crazy. I mean, it's intended to be build up over time, but yeah. I get where you're coming from. I can play disruption pretty well myself, but then I also recognize that my hearing is absolutely on point. I've always had a very good hearing compared to others of my age. Just always. Over time, as is only natural, the frequencies I can hear has shrunk. But I can still pick up sounds much more easily than a lot of people can. In contrast, my sense of smell is absolutely terrible. There we are. That's a strange landing. I have a truly terrible sense of smell. Audio is bugged to heck on Disruption. No, is it? I don't know. I'd describe it as bugged to heck. I've not had issues. By and large, now. I'll come from the wrong direction half the time. I'm not sure how much I've experienced that personally. As client, oh well, I normally play as host on things. Yeah, I don't like to go into generalized pubs for most missions, and that's where one would become client. And certainly on stream, I'm almost always host because I host the missions. Literally, it only makes sense. Yeah, anything client side, I won't experience anywhere near as much as most people because I just don't deal with it. There we are, Netracell complete. What have we got? What is our loot? Do we make out like absolute bandits? What do we got?
And get back to the sanctum.
Let's head out and see what we have looted, and we'll ignore. Oh goodness, we'll ignore the Necromech being spawned. Not our table. Oh, that step. The stairs that have sticky edges where you get stuck at the top of stairs you've been walking up is so annoying in this game. I'm so glad that's going away. At least I understand that's what's going away. Want to do Gamma next run? We're doing one this run already still. 24 people have gambled on it. In mere moments, we'll see the results of that. Is that not reaching? Guys, I don't think this is going to kill before the mission ends. Never mind, someone else killed it. That doesn't count. All good, so all good. And we get a Melee Arcane Adapter. That is in fact not an Archon Shard. Well, poop. Poop. We'll just keep going. We've had a common, oh no, uncommon arcane and a arcane adapter so far. Let's see what else we can get. Welcome to double the points. Nice. Off we pop again.
Alright, design the Netracell's key glyphs to hobble anyone carrying them. Meat for the lab's defenses.
Alright. Energy, ability, Eximus, Sane enemies. Yep.
You need all 4 key glyphs.
I'm just gonna.
Good luck to you.
There's no reason not to have that. Also, get rid of that floating white.
Ready? To leave the anchor hold, access that terminal.
Do a double dash. Gonna split to the right because this is where a further one is. Someone else can do the closer one. Oh god, I got a lot of speed. That's positive. Use the cipher, might as well. Next Gamba? Yeah, I've still set one up. Go on, Sil. You're back from dinner. Mildly concerns me. I've got to Terminal 2 before someone got to Terminal 1, but you know, that's fine. I am running a bit of a speedy frame. There we are, we got Terminal. 3 done? And whoever's up ahead has found the Netracell.
This is it.
There we are then.
Use the key glyph and get ready for whatever happens next. That wasn't the right key glyph. Try again.
Pop, that's now open.
I was afraid of this. Netracell security system won't open.
Needs to set one up. Well, come on, Zil. How long have you been a mod here?
And make sure the system
Come
can
on.
see you doing it.
You can farm Archon shards now, not just 1 per week from the hunt. Yes, so you can get 1 per week from Carl through Veilbreaker missions. They've been around for quite a while. And then more recently, Netracell here. Just grab that, why not? More recently with the Netracell, you get 5 more chances at an Archon shard. No guarantee you'll get any. With Dante Unbound, we're also getting a further update to that, which may yet improve what we have available to us. Who is not on location? We're all on location. Where are the enemies? Where are all the enemies? Here we go. We've got someone arriving now. Not that we got any stacks we need to keep up. Time stacks. Is it limited? Yeah, 5 per week. Hence why I said 5 chances. Now the enemies are here. We can actually make some progress. I'll just hold this line. I can't tell if they're at the top of the stairs there. Yeah, that should be in. I'm going to step back a bit, see if it forces them to get a little bit closer. I just want to be certain it's actually making progress. Because it's really hard to see the line because it's going through the stairs. That's too far forward. Which is a dumb design. Why there's no in-world visible wall, I don't know. Okay, well, you're going to win that race. I'm just going to go back. Yeah, the fact that the wall, it is just about visible there, but so at least tells me that these are in. But like they have an in-world visible one, and it is as invisible as they could make it. Let's get Solomon back up. Can I? Why am I not walking forwards? Okay, that was weird. Ah, Syl is unable to close the Gamba. Right, fair enough. I mean, we should have enough time for it to run out. I shouldn't need to manually close it, that is. Is it possible to do trades in cross-platform? Yes, if you both have cross-play accounts. If you're on console and your account is not currently cross-platform, it is easy to create a free PC account and then combine them through linking, making the PlayStation your main account. It'll overwrite the PC account and make it into a cross-save. The steps are very easy to follow on the website. Hello, Vibes. Welcome on in. I'd be fine if the circles meant that you could kill things outside of them so long as you're stood in them. So like, I'm inside the zone here, killing the enemies. That should count, but it doesn't. So if the enemies get to the... It means the zone is actually smaller than it looks, because the enemies need to get in, so you need to be even further in to goad them, especially the ranged ones, actually in. The zone is even smaller than it first appears. Yeah, let's not have that happen, thank you. Do you think you'll enjoy the augment for the lab boss coming soon? I'll have to see what its actual functionality is when it gets in game. We don't yet know the actual details of how it operates. My god, there's a lot of channel points put on the line here. There's over 200,000. 200,000!
You're in.
Well, let's see how this goes down, eh?
Can't wait to see what you got when you get back here.
Why Speed Nova is good for this mode? Yeah. But I don't want to run Speed Nova, so I won't.
Not what I was looking for. But
That is a very fast
you're
vault.
happy, I'm happy.
That is a very resistant ass there. I don't have damage stacks, that's it. Bloody damage stacks. Practical question, always stop to shatter all the decorations in those 4 rooms in the vault with melee slam. Is that even worth it? Not really, no. They're just basic resource pickup caches. You get those just normal missions, so it's not really worth doing it. I've opened them all up before now, and the most you'll see is probably a slightly higher chance of iron stars than normal, but that's about all it seems to be. How many shards have I got so far from net shells today? Now 1. We just got a shard. Look at that. So Voodoo Ray put 100,000 spanners in. You're making out like an absolute bandit on that one. Slancy, however, with the 80,000 on the other side. Oof. 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 80,000 loss. Ooh. That's painful. That is painful right there. My dude. With your luck, you gambled that hard? Smuggler also went all in on the wrong side? Oh dear. Oh dear.
Bird through. Go.
Yes, yeah. Because the ratios there, basically just Voodoo Ray and Sil. It was just a direct handing over.
No-go. Have at it, but I'm telling you.
Sil's burning all his bad luck today for next week. Sure. Alright, let's get ourselves on another run. Zom, stop making Vab. We're all here. You all bounce in and out of the room. It seems to think we're not all here. Ah, there we go. There we go.
You need all 4 key glyphs from these pillars. Choose your pain.
Okay.
It's the only way to
Let's activate these, shall we? Ta-da!
Ready? To leave the anchor hold, access that terminal.
And still, I cannot recommend trying to manipulate Lady Luck. She doesn't take kindly to that. But you know, you do you. Can't stop you. Oh, I just killed an enemy with cold damage. That was from my dash. That's weird. My dash just killed an enemy somewhere. That's weird. On a Netracell mission, that should not be happening. Well, I would have made that jump if it weren't for the ledge. Whatever. Oh, I booped off terrain. Narrow the field down. And there we are, almost found it. I think. Oh, gotta go around. Not this way. There it is. And they have the key for it, that's fine. Cool, splendid. Maybe I put a corrosive thing with it, and Dash got credit because it was the only thing that hits it before. Maybe? You reached extraction? Oh wow. Vault players. Built different. I just picked up 2 Stellar. If I can pick up 2 Stellar just like that, not sure what I did there. Do I even have a resource booster? I do not. So I just picked up 2 Stellar as a matter of course. No resource booster. And that's the kind of reward that you get from the Mirror Defense mission for doing the objective. That just feels bad. That just feels bad. Oh, let's make sure there's no Necromech. Thank you. Necromech be bad. I will jump out of the zone for that one. Love Society is such a stylish move. It's great. It is great. Come on. Nope. I'm trying to find enemies in the zone that I can keep my stacks up on. Let's see, I've got 1 Merciless stack. That ain't great. Yeah, I got up to 4 Merciless stacks, and now I'm going to lose a lot of stacks in travelling, although Solomon's on it. I'm just going to leave Solomon to it. I'll use the opportunity to just kill some things, get some weapon stacks. There we are. I am on 9 Merciless stacks. You can clearly see the difference in the damage when I have just a few stacks. Because without them, the Foreman really does struggle without having those pure damage stacks. You're going to gamble your way to VIP? Alrighty. I can't stop you. All of those are out of range. Don't know why I even fired. Damn it, they're out of range. Ah! Nope, 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 nope. We'll be having none of that, thank you. Now back into range. He's already nerfed Necromech? Yeah. They're still annoying to have in the fight. Because they can't be armor stripped. They resist a lot that you throw at them. So they're just frustrating in that regard. Deal a bit further. We'll get another Necromite to pop up. There it is. Solomon is already on the case, was in exactly the right direction. There we are. Damage attenuation is annoying. There is that as well. It's oh look, more stellar up on to 7. Why is it a mirror defense thing? Yeah, damage attenuation is unfortunately a necessary solution to the basically exponential damage scaling we have in this game. D needed to flatten the curve, and that was the answer they had. A-gear, you should be gaining spanners from being here. You'll gain them slowly at 10 every 5 minutes. And then every 15 you'll also have a little present icon pop up you can click for another 50. If you're not seeing those 10s, then you may need to refresh. Or you may have a different stream open, or had a different stream open when you came to this one. Twitch can refuse to hand out channel points if it thinks you're watching a different stream or connected to a different stream's rewards already. They try to mitigate point farming that way.
Albrecht didn't want anyone in here. I want to know why.
True, yeah. With tier 1 sub, it's 12 and 60, not 10 and 50, yeah. Subscribers get increased channel points. And if you subscribe at higher tiers, you get even more. I think it's 20%, 40%, and 100% more for tier 1, 2, and 3 subs. But yeah. Oh, for goodness sake, go up. There we are. You've lost again? How do you mean you've lost again? We haven't left yet. Still, we don't know what the reward is. How could you have lost yet? Attempting fate. Right. Okay. Lady Luck don't care for you on that. That said, it is a melee arcane adapter. Never mind. Never mind. No Arcane Shard on this run. Boop. Our big winner on that one is Solancy, getting back over 8,000 spanners because you put in 8k and you're getting more than double. Big loser is Snake Raidu, gambled away 18,389 spanners specifically. That's a very specific number and has me concerned that you may have gone all in there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Bird 3. Are we heading out then?
Alright then.
Old man kept a lot of
Final run. We've had one Archon Shard so far, and we got one more run left. Let's roll those dice. Let's roll those dice. One more go. They're great. Back down to 20k exactly. Ah. Pain. Pain, pain, pain.
It's the only way to open it.
Hello, Chalk. How you doing? Every time you take damage, bleed. Yeah. I'm Lavos. I'm Lavos. Come at me, bro. I'm Lavos.
Use that terminal.
Ooh, a little bit of jitteriness there. That was weird. Like it didn't want to handle the speed I was traveling at. I did a little thing there to hopefully get a second dash in nice and quickly. Not my best, but yeah, we got there. There we go. Head towards the others. See, that's where I came from, so I want to go this way. I think. Oh wait, no, this is where we came from. I think. Yeah, so I want to go this way, right? Yeah. I see a marker of a place we need to go. Oh, come on! I made that! See, that I do dislike. I don't know what DE have done when they made the operator void sling changes, but the fact that I transfer back into my Warframe below where my operator was really screws up that kind of mobility, and I don't like that. Never like that. How am I so fast? So we have a Volt in the squad, which is giving us massive speed buffs. I also use Lavos, who has some brilliant mobility in his too. And then I have Arcane Consequence, giving me massively increased bullet jumps. So I've invested a lot into speed, that's how. Is there a way to transfer standalone game to Steam? Do I need to re-download again? I believe it's a re-download to be on Steam. Same account, but re-download the files. I managed to hit the one way I should not have gone there. Whoops. practice too. There is also that, yeah. Just having strong map awareness does allow me to travel far faster than less experienced players. I actually brought this up in coaching with someone who's looking to improve their effectiveness, especially in missions like these Netracells. They're very, very strong loadouts, exceptionally strong. But mobility was something they were lacking in just skill. So I walked them through on how to improve on that. Alright, Solomon's going to have that. Solomon is absolutely all on the speed today, so we'll leave speaking to it. I would like to get some more weapon stacks. Where you at? Where you at? There you are. Get rid of that. Thank you very much. We're having none of that nonsense. Yo, J Druid, thank you very much for subscribing at tier 1. Welcome into the channel proper. And enjoy your lovely blue sub badge. Your remotes, those fancy snack ones there. Access to support T Lounge on the Discord. And no more ads for you either. J Druid, cheers. Balance blocks are great passive ability. I don't really focus on it all that much because it is only around sometimes. I know there's a lot of passives that are around basically never, but still. Oh, Solomon's got that. Good, good. It's not a huge focus of a passive for me. It's there, it's present, absolutely. Just I have other things to care about. Why did you get ads right after subbing? There might have been a slight delay in it happening, or Twitch is just being shit, to be quite honest with you. Although, there's no ads running right now, so I'm not sure where you would have got an ad from. Unless you had specifically only just arrived here and had dodged an ad somewhere else, and Twitch was like, oh, you still have an ad you owe. Because they have catch-up systems of some kind. Yeah. Twitch ain't perfect. Everyone knows that. If I had a nickel for every time Twitch screwed up, I wouldn't be asking for subs. Let's put it that way. There we go. Delete all these. Delete all that. That unfortunately hit nothing I was trying to hit. I'd still really like if there was a way to have the elements stick in to level this stuff. I don't need to be using anything other than viral right now for a skit. The only element I want to infused is viral. But I have to put it back in every time. Which I can do. I've got the muscle memory. It's just, it requires me to stop moving. Because it's the same hand for that. Man, they are really insistent on activating over here. Let's get rid of that. We should be nearing done. Don't know where that one's going in a hurry. There we are. Mission successful.
Didn't want anyone in here. I want to know why.
That was makes next cells look like a cakewalk. I mean, we are being aided by a vault for speed purposes, especially. And I don't know what Zom's running. What is Zom running? Rhino. Oh, well, there we are. Yeah, that's also adding in. I think that's going to be Nourish Rhino. That would be my guess. But yeah, very effective overall. True, Lavos is a unit in general. There's no debating that, absolutely. He's just being greatly assisted by his teammate here as well. Cannot overlook that. Could macro it? I won't macro things, no. I don't touch macros whatsoever in games that aren't clear about exactly what you can and cannot do. Hey, look at that! Amber Archon Shard, we got second. Nice! So, well, let's see. Salancy threw away another 5,000 spanners. Snake Raider has gained a whole bunch. Boop! There we are then. Oh, yeah. Proper Lavos is chunky than base Railjack? Something like that, yeah. Something like that. Very, very nice. Zom, Solmir, King Vab, thank you very much for joining on those runs there. Yeah, some of you got up, some of you gone down, some of you breaking even. But we're all good. Yeah, Salancy has not done quite so well. Right, now I've also not done the Archon Hunt yet this week. Let's see, we've got Mobile Defense, Interception, Showdown. Yeah. That's better in a team, isn't it? That is definitely better in a team. So I'm going to close up these tabs here. And we can invite a brand new squad. So first come, first serve. If you'd like to join me on the Archon Hunt. I know it's right at the end of the week, but whether you've done it or not already, you can still join on in. Vic Engineer, send me a message in game. I'll bring you on into the squad. So Inception's a pain? It is. Help me, please. There we go. Solomir, come on in. Whilst we are at it, I am going to, because these missions are a little bit more static. Not you. This one? Yeah, this one should be the trick. That adaptation can become more powerful. There we are. Miralabe taking spot number 3, and we have one more spot open. And likewise to you, Gorilla. Happy St. Patrick's. Alright, so, let's see. Matthew, Twitch gambling is 90% my enjoyment of the streams compared to just long videos. I mean, fair do. Fair do. So let's get a production up and running, shall we? Let's ask, will I get a Tau Forge shard from this? Let's put a 10-minute prediction. You got plenty of time. Ah, yeah, Miralabe. You got D&D turned on? There you are. And like relax, there we go. Sorry, Cephalon Rage. A little too slow on the draw today. A little too slow on the draw. It's alright, Miralabe. It happens. I've done it as well. I've put myself available to trade on on Warframe Market, and sometimes forgot that I had D&D turned on. What's 50%? We're at 20% chance. It's a very low chance. You didn't know D&D existed? Yeah, you do /D&D. Do not disturb has been enabled. /D&D disabled. It's only for that session, so if you log out and then log back in again later, it'll be enabled. Do not disturb will be disabled. Whether you had it on or off, it'll be off. But yeah. Alright, let's get cracking on this. Do you need Warframe 2? Yep. Oh, it's gonna be. Yeah, it's all good, Zom. All good. We all have plenty of peeps here. Good luck, bro. I hope you don't get it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Lucas. I appreciate that. Alright, let's grab this, and away we go. Alright then. I have got some decent strength eclipse right here. That should give me some damage. Did I just hit 2.5 million? On automatic mode on the Foreman. Alright. Yep, that's some buffage. That'll do it. That would do it. Where's the other enemies over this side? Come on. It's only like a few thousand. Where the fuck did the 2.5 million come from? Can I... Do I have Lavos tap hold him or regular? I honestly can't remember. What I have is hold to infuse, tap to cast. That's my Lavos. The enemies can, like, get here. Are they being held back or something? That's normal? Alright. Banshee? No, yeah, maybe. Maybe. Could be a Banshee headshot, yeah. Hey, Warblade, nice. Whew. That speed. Yeah, it was probably just sonar. I say just, you know, it's a huge deal, but like, you don't expect to see 2.5 million damage just kind of pop up out of nowhere. That is kind of wild for an automatic Foreman shot. It just doesn't really do that. When you headshot them so hard, their great-grandchildren get a headache. Yep, there's another 1.6 mil. One can only guess as to the origin of that one. I know I've got a 400% Eclipse buff. I specifically brought that, but it's still kind of wild, because that's one multiplier. To go from thousands to millions is a 1,000-time multiplier. Even at 100 times, if we're going from 10k to a million. That's a bigger multiplier than I was bringing. But yeah, we get 6 times from the headshot. 5 times from the Eclipse. That's 30 times. And then I suppose, yeah, you just need a single Banshee thing of a few times over there. Bada bing, bada boom. Multipliers go burr. Eclipse is going to be massively reduced down from this, though. Instead of having... What's my current maximum? Yeah, so instead of being 436, because I've got nearly 300% strength active at the moment, it'll be 90%. Not even that. But it'll also have the defensive option to it, I suppose. But on someone like Lavos, at that point, I might as well just go for Raw, because it'll also be a team-wide buff. Like, everyone benefits from that. If you're looking for just damage, if you don't need to worry about the recasting, which is where it would fall down for Lavos, there'll be a 10-second window of unrecastability unless I use my 1 or 3. So if you're looking for something that's cheaper, recastable, non-additive with Banes, has some potential weirder double dips, then Eclipse can work. If you want something that can also be a damage reduction ability on demand, then Eclipse can work. Eclipse is going to be good for the circuit.
I have the Archon's trail. The hunt can be
Because on the circuit, you'll sometimes need lots of damage, and then sometimes you'll want defense, where there's times that you can't be doing damage or shouldn't want to be doing damage. So like, for example, if you're doing the Void Flood circuit mission, you're more looking to just kind of gather the flood rather than focus on killing. If you're on the assassination, when it's doing the spinning laser balls, having damage reduction is the only thing you need because you can't shoot it at that point. So Eclipse sometimes will be the superior choice overall there, but that's still relatively niche. Will Eclipse still be meta on Vault for Eidolons? Yes. It'll still be a direct damage buff and a powerful one at that, and it'll be a lot cheaper than Raw and recastable. Yeah. I'm not forgetting Ray, I just wasn't talking about that. Yeah. Come on, don't be a YouTube commenter. Come on. You didn't mention this thing, don't forget it. Wasn't the topic, but okay. Yeah. So Raw is going to be, in general, the better damage choice, especially as it's team-wide application without needing an augment. But Eclipse does have its uses.
This facility is a communications crossroad for armor.
Oh, that's weird, King Bab. Fair enough.
I want to know what he's telling his flock.
Do you remember, little?
The 21st night of September? No, wait.
Our father.
Whilst we do this, can I see profile from here? I can't. Oh, well. We'll wait. Total Eclipse, you curious how that'll work? Why are you curious about it, Ray? What's there to be curious about? It'll just do as it says. Alright then. Now we just hold for a bit, I guess. Again, 1.5 million, but that was on shotgun mode. Without Eclipse. Oh, this is terrible. This is the spot I want to defend, and it's giving me like 20% damage reduction right here. The defensive buff on Eclipse post-update is going to be huge. Absolutely huge. Like, cannot overstate how huge. In this case, on host, it will. There's no reason to think that Total Eclipse has any reason to do something unusual compared to currently. You still want to go with 3 different projectile modes? Latron, hit scan, projectile, and AoE. You're kind of already there. Latron Incarnate, that is. Sheeps to say, honestly, the only thing I've ever seen not mentioned when it was on topic is Corvex's passive screaming with some weapons, and it's an interesting thing to ever think about. Yeah, like, I don't go through weapon interactions in general where there may be issues or possible overlaps and whatnot. Unfortunately, as much as people like to think that I am the detail covering guides, I still do guides to be digestible. I still do guides for the casual player. At the end of the day, I'm not making my guides for someone who is going to pore over the wiki and consider the interaction between a subset of a subset of sections of the game. I did with the Corvex guide, I'll admit, over cut in some detail. Specifically, I didn't call out the fact that hitting the pillars does set off the 4 chain reaction. It doesn't make it any better than hitting enemies, but there is the specific detail that you can hit the pillar when you can't see the enemies and still get a chain reaction going. That is a mistake on my part. People acting like that hitting the pillars is the second coming of Jesus in terms of power, yeah, no. Where does Yamaha's Hatred mod come from? So that comes from Nama bounties. That's where you get that. It needs to be on the right rotation because there's rotation A, B, and C for bounties. When you go to do the Nama bounties, you can right-click it to have it flip around and show you the drop tables, and it'll show you which of the Archon mods are available during that bounty. Which means you could be waiting up to 5 hours for the right one to be available. You might just want to buy it from someone. Correct, yes. If you replace a ability on Lavos, you lose access to the element associated with that ability as well. So I cannot put heat into my abilities. And likewise, if you put Vile Rush onto other Warframes, it doesn't give you the cold infusion. That is a Lavos only thing and requires his base ability there.
And with Tau, and upon his tongue, the Zariman flame, and the mighty dim in the
Anyone know how I can catch 5 seconds airtime on K-Drive and Fortuna? You could try the double jump mod. That might help you out. Alternatively, just fly really, really high up with an Arcwing, then get off and hit a keybind to switch to K-Drive and then fall. That's the cheese way of doing it. Have I lost? Yeah, I've lost basically all my damage stacks waiting for the next round to start. I love that. Oh, I absolutely love it when a damage stack based thing can just time out whilst you wait for the mission to continue. My favourite is having the... Yeah. I really do think that the timers on these damage stacks has a negative impact on the usage of some weapons. Alright. Just as a point, every time someone complains they're in an ad or just even mentions, I'm going to tell you to subscribe. That's how you get rid of them. And if you don't want to subscribe to every creator you watch, if you watch like 25, 30 channels, or even just a few channels and you don't want to be individually subscribing to them, which is perfectly valid, you can also get Twitch Turbo, and that means you no longer deal with ads, but the streamer still gets paid as if you got the ads. So you got that alternative as well. It doesn't support me anywhere near as much as subscribing does, but it can be more economical for you to just get rid of ads across the platform. That is up to you, the viewer, to decide what you would want to do, but those options exist. Or you could live in Russia. I hear that Russia doesn't get as many ads. Mostly because of the whole economic sanctions on companies. Yeah, that's fine, Saul. That's fine. What is shield stripping and how do you do it? Easily. Shield stripping is removing the shields from enemies using abilities rather than damage. How you can do it easily, there are abilities like Pillage or Thara Strike or Aniru's first ability, I want to say. Double check that. Those are easy ones to strip shields in different ways. Some others might exist, but those are the three core ones that come to mind. There is also Nyx's Psychic Bolts, but Nyx isn't used much. She has her issues. She's not terrible, but she has her issues. I've got to say, I've kind of stopped watching most Warframe content creators of the news since they all say the same thing, keep repeating the same meta about showing their work. I mean, fair. That's absolutely fair. For those that don't show their work, as it were, more often than not, the work is implicit to, hey, the creator's gone and done stuff, and if you try their builds and they work, huzzah! If you try a build of theirs and it doesn't work as advertised, or they don't call out crucial details that you find are important to actually making the build work, then you go, okay, this is not someone who's teaching me properly. I don't show all of the working out of everything I put together. I don't give a total breakdown all the time. I give the crucial details so that you can operate it and make adjustments as needed. But I'm glad that I do provide enough detail for you. If that's enough, splendid. She's saying, not looking for hearing how someone got a God Roll Riven and managed to abuse it. I want a creator who actually sorts out what's going on and explains it, rather than just saying, do this because reasons. Quote, I know I don't care if you don't find my have a specific set of fun or comfortable to use. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I try to make things which for casual play. I don't do endurance runs. I don't look to do the absolute hyper-optimize. At the end of the day, you can hyper-optimize in 50 different ways for almost every approach. I give you the things that allows you to do it without having to be very good at what you're doing, and then point you in the direction as to how you can reach that very good tier if you're ready to put in extra effort. Speaking of extra effort, Swizzle McGrizzle, thank you very much for dropping those 5 gifted subs here as well. You're very first in the channel, no less. Going out to Soju, to Ankelot, to Dragon505, to Quartz Limbo, and to Ruin15. Swizzle McGrizzle, thank you very, very much on that. Cheers indeed. So Heisuke saying, people often just copy the build and don't listen to what is said about it. That is very true. That is very true. I have a Topaz Shard of Lavos? I do. I don't remember what it is. Increase secondary crit chance by 1% every time you kill an enemy affected by heat damage. Yeah, it was there from testing and I just haven't had a reason to take it off. I probably should. Don't know what for though, so I won't. It's just there. I'll just have a little bit of tiny modded crit chance on my Grimoire. It's been testing. Yeah, effort. I've got the corrosion increase, I've got parkour, I've got casting speed, I've got a little bit of armor. Yeah. Yeah. Let's swap out the Grimoire for... Actually, you know what? No, let's just run Foreman and call it a day. Blaster Shield? I'm going to pass on that, thanks. I'm going to pass on that. Lavos' shields don't stay up long enough for it to really help. Ever done all casting speed shards before? I don't find myself desiring to do so, I'll be honest, no. Especially as previously it was even more expensive to take them off.
Whatever this law may preach, Boreal and his fellow beasts are the ones destined to rule.
Alright, let's I don't know why I'm going for headshots, I've not got Deadhead on. I'm just looking to get a couple basic kills, get some basic stacks for Archon hunting. Damn it, that was supposed to slash and dash. But slam and dash, but it did slash and dash. Which now makes me late. Ah well.
Boreal is here. Strike fast, use cover, and do not let him heal.
Where is it? There it is. I'm kind of losing it in the mess of particles and damage numbers. I'll be honest. That was a little hard to follow. Oh, it's actually... I'm trying to keep up with the vault speed. It has such a long acceleration that genuinely I'm not used to maintaining this weird momentum. It is genuinely difficult to control at this speed, and this is just with a Lavos. God help you for something like a Titania. I've not got a problem with it, I just... Whew. Merciless better than Deadhead on Foreman? If you're using shotgun mode especially, yeah. I would say so. Because you're not aiming for headshots that much with a shotgun. If you are, then Deadhead would be a way to go, though. Wow, I can't see anything. My eyes are obliterated. I'm also... haven't had the best night's sleep last night, so... yeah, I can tell my reflexes and observation skills are lower than usual. So it's just going to be a skill issue, basically. That's what I'm saying there. Long-winded way, skill issue. I'm not keeping up with this. Hello, we have arrived. Bop, bop, let's go.
Boreal is consumed by hatred. He blames both your people and ours for what was done to him.
Warframe is an exceptionally visually noisy game.
Easy targets for that.
You get into it as a new player. You go through sneaky, bow and arrow, stealth around, bit of gunplay. Then you see some high-level action. It's like, yep, sure, you wanted to pay attention to what was going on. Too bad. Here's some particles. I wanted to switch mode on the Foreman, but sure, let's just throw myself off the map. Alright, what do we need to kill? There it is. I just cannot see through that mess to shoot at it. Oh, it's done.
Boreal is down. Narmer's spine eyes have been torn out. Excellent work.
Half-Forged Shard? We'll see. We shall see. It is... not a Half-Forged. Silenci, putting 14,000 on. Yes, it will be. Silenci, do you just hate having spanners? What's got into you today, my dude? You've thrown away... You're down to 500? Snake Raider, on the other hand, gambling just shy of 45k and getting back an extra 60% on top. Well then. Well then. Do you get the operator camera turning 180 when you transfer on Arca Hunt still? No idea. I didn't tell right there, sorry. Oh my word, so what have you done to yourself? What have you done to yourself? You had over 80,000 at the start of this. And they're just gone. What have you done? Well, that's that then. Solomir, Mirrorlabe, and Lycorax, thank you very much for joining in on the squad there, and enjoy your bits and pieces as well, if indeed you had not already done so. Risk makes you feel alive? I see. Fair enough then. Can't argue with that. Right, I'm going to pop to Iron Weight quickly, and then we'll go Drifter's Camp, because I, of course, got the Carl mission to do as well. Alrighty. How long can you have the Curie if you redeem it? I haven't moved it yet, Choc, so that's not currently available. In fact, I'm just going to turn that off. I need to move it, so let me just quickly fix that here. Pause redemptions, not currently available. The reason being is that someone actually found it on the VOD channel. So I can show you guys where it was now. I can show you exactly where it was this entire time. Oh yes, indeed. The whole time is right here. It was right here the entire time. Just on that Prex card. Right by the relic station. Not even hiding behind anything. Or in shadow. Just off to the side a bit. The Curie has been here the entire time. So between streams, I will move it to a new location. What do they win? Nothing. Other than the recognition that they are the person who found it. So yeah, that has been there a very, 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 very long time. It reached the point where moving the Curious around until someone spotted it stopped being a thing because everyone who was doing it gave up. They just couldn't find it. Even had people coming in here a couple times looking around for it and they didn't find it. Which honestly is kind of wild. It's just right there. But now it won't be. After this stream, I'll be moving that to a brand new location. And once again, until someone finds it, it may vanish away into the annals of time. Free VIP for finding it? Absolutely not. VIP is earned, not given for something as simple as finding a Curia. Oh yes. Alright, let's go run a Carl mission. Let's go do that, shall we? Whilst I head on over to Carl's Garrison and get that going, I just want to talk a little bit about upcoming video. That is, last year I had done... Oh, not that. Last year I had done April Fool's video. I've decided this year, and this might disappoint some of you, but I have decided this year that I will not be doing an April Fool's video. Unfortunately, the very simple reason on that is because we have an update just around the corner at about the same time. And what I don't want is whilst every other channel out there is going, hey, here's the update, here's the new things, here's what you can do. And then you come to my channel, goof. That doesn't fit for me. If the update had come out earlier in the month and we could have the more pressing immediate videos and then a goof, splendid. But yeah, nah. 5 kills, Gene Stamps, Jetpack kills, Thumper Parts, Don't Die, and some other challenge. not going to make an I'm leaving video, I wouldn't make that anyway. I don't think the best way to approach April Fools is to just outright lie.
Alright.
So my April Fool's stuff has been things like inverting all the colours on the Discord, which just is unsettling. Silly prank. Or, I'm just going to check over this way for stuff as well.
Sure.
Or with the
Your friends are locked up here.
Guide to the Girl Who Skates.
Okay.
Things which is silly.
We do this.
I don't like stuff where it's all just complete bogus. Especially the ones which are bogus about things that you wanted, and they know you want it, and it's just not there. They go, hey, we're releasing this major update with all these cool features you definitely have been all asking for all this time. Oh, by the way, we lied. I think I just missed a password, didn't I? I just missed a password, didn't I?
Was mean.
It's back that way, isn't it?
Done.
I don't need the stock. I don't care about it. I'm not going back for it. I don't care about it. Don't need to do it. Won't do it. I refuse.
Your fight.
Toncore? Yeah, why not? Feck it. How often do I use Toncore? Why not? Zapify that one. Activate drone. Zapify that one. Beautiful. How are you running so fast? They did improve that. Pal's run speed is just higher than it was in the past. Not even part of the requirements. I'm just going to free him as a matter of course. Again, we got the weird icons below me showing there's loot, but we can never get it. It is a lie. Yeah, so I don't think there's any more passwords I can grab. Yeah, the other password was going to be on that first one, wasn't it? Most likely. I mean, I might be wrong on that, but I think that's it. Is Veil break the quest after New War? Yes, it's after New War.
New target.
The monosyllable video you really was truly something. I had the idea for that, like, I think it was probably 4 or 5 months before April Fool's Day. I had to sit on the idea for that long, knowing that's the way to do it. Give you the guide to Euralia that people have been asking for in the most daft way possible.
Call taking fire.
I had something of an idea, half an idea for this year's April Fool's, but in combination with the update as it is, just nope. Nothing to bring to bear for you on that one. Hello Mr. Ken, I watch YouTube videos just to say the intro. Funny fact is, I actually do say the intro in the videos. It's not an AI, it is me. And I re-record it every single video. Each time, it's a new recording. I don't have a standardized, I'm the Ken's new approach. I say it every single time. Can I say it? I can say it.
Call set you free.
Alright then, let's get that veil removed. There we go.
Wake up. Killing time.
Daitai, I'm not sure what you're asking there, my dude. Really not sure what you're asking. Alright, I need to get some kills whilst flying, so let's get one right there. Perfect.
All done.
Oh. Come on. There we go. And 4 kills a jetpack. Making progress. Can I see the intro? Yeah. Why wouldn't I be able to? And, oh, this is perfect time. I'm the Engineer. Subscribe to the channel. Or was it, I'm the Engineer, I don't do things on demand? People have just arrived here? Somewhere along the line I'll find the right intro. Might figure it out.
He's the Engineer. Subscribe to the channel.
Thank you very much there, Ronald. Thank you for your 15 months of Prime support on this channel here. I really do appreciate that. Cheers indeed, my dude. Let me just fly up over here. Ah. Oh. At the same time. Cheers indeed. Alright, are you? Friendly or ally? Friendly or enemy. There we are. Let's fix that. Friendly or ally. Ta-da! Probably saying, literally can't progress car missions, just reminded me to go do it. But I've got sneaky sabotage. For some reason on the first camera I can't exit it, so it soft locks my game. That's weird. You can't exit it at all? I don't disbelieve you, it's just weird. Well, they eviscerated that for me. God damn it, dude, where do you even... Ugh. Come on. Still need to get gene stamps.
Time to fight.
There we are. Let's go get the oh. Oh. Come on. There we are. There we go. Right, that's the jetpack stuff done. You've been playing since 2016, still don't have a cavat? Yeah, I don't know if that's...
Weapons on that thing.
Don't know what your point you're trying to make there, to be quite honest, but fair dude.
This one dead.
I'm sure they're all dead.
Is there a password hidden around here? There shouldn't be, but I'm going to check anyway. No, not that I can see.
Dead. See?
Not really. Can we hurry this
Um,
along?
Yeah, Daita, I'm still not sure where we're going. Like, yeah, Carl's not a Warframe. Carl can do less than a Warframe can. That's a given. But I'm still not sure what you're angling at otherwise, Daita. Like, it's obvious that Carl can do less than Warframes. It's a Grenier.
Not clear here.
Yeah. I'm not picking up what you're putting down, sorry. Umbrella, what you could do when you get soft locked is take an in-game screenshot and attach that to a bug report for Warframe. Just because that does give them some additional information in the metadata of the screenshot as to what might be happening. But that's all you could do if you wanted to on that side. Alright, let's see. So we've got bug. And dome. And look, there's a password. Hey, I might actually get it. Scarab, dome, open. Beautiful. I did not, in fact, miss a password. You keep feeling this is in the game? Fair do. Ah, bigger firepower, Yosplas.
Call can carry.
Cool.
New
Still
gun.
trying to keep an eye out for gene stamps.
Call like.
But I haven't seen much of them around. I might be missing something, but I haven't seen much of them. No. So you can also send logs. Oh, if you're going to send logs to D, do not put it in a bug report on the forums, because your logs contain personal identifying details.
Worm thumper.
So yeah, keep it in a ticket and to D if you're going to do that.
Motor core. That behind armor.
Do not put e.log in a public location if you're not okay with personal details being shared.
Learning so much from you.
Yeah, so I'm just saying it in general so people are very clear as to why it has to be that way. There we are, just made some quokka soup. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. Come on. There we go. Got one leg down.
No good here.
I mean, it's been doing pretty good.
There has to be something we can do. It's just a machine.
Call hurt it bad. Now.
You wouldn't need to end the mission for the log there, Umbrella, no. If you want more detail on how you could get that information to send along to them, DE support would be the best people to speak to. They can guide you on that, if it would be helpful to their team as well, just saying on that. But it does sound like a very niche circumstance. I've not heard of that one before. I'll be quite honest. Oh, there we go. Is that halfway down? Yes, it is. Yeah, Daitai, look, I've been deflecting, but let me make this very clear, Daitai. You're bringing up a particular topic where no one present here has said anything of the sort, and I can get the angle you're going for, my dude. But look, you're asking me to comment on what people may or may not be saying when they're not even here. We're talking about you're probably speaking to 12-year-olds on Reddit. Just find better people to speak to, Daitai. And don't worry about what cretinous types may try to say to get a rise out of you. It just doesn't help you. I'm not sure what else you're expecting people to say otherwise. Alright, nearly got this thumper down. Probably just blast our way through it here. There it is. Lovely! Didn't get veiled. Got the whole thing. Gene stamps. Where are all the gene stamps? I have one.
Go on then. Tell me.
I mean, there's one over here, probably.
Shoot in right
There we go.
place. And not die.
I'm not going to kill him. But I'm just going to mosey on around here. I just want to see if there's a bunch of gene stamps nicely tucked away in this arena, and then head on out.
Ram.
We've got 2 in the arena. I will be honest, I've not been paying careful attention throughout this Carl mission, so there's probably some I've just missed in spots. If they're in the Venkra Hotel, the Venkra section, I'm just... more time for not much reward. Check this way real quick. Nothing showing on the map. You're on console? Okay, yeah, if you have issues on console, then you're not going to have access to get to an E-log file, so there's basically nothing you can add then probably to the bug report. I don't know what to suggest otherwise. Contact D support and see what they can do for you, that's it. Alright, let's grab this on the way out. There we go. Missing 15 stock as the gene stamps, I don't actually care. It's not worth putting in the extra effort.
Keep your heads and biceps inside the window.
$100 stock will do. Hello there, Vank. Welcome in. Alright, let's get off of Drifter's Camp now, because I just don't like using it. Already picked up the Archon Shard with prior stock, so I don't need to head on over to Chipper. So we'll just go straight to Orbiter. So we got the 2 shards from the guaranteed sources. 2 shards from Nether Cells, that's 4 shards today. Do I have a 5 relices? Sorry, you're going to have to try again on your question there, I'm not sure what you mean. What's my favourite car mission out of the 3? I'd say Sneaky Sabotage, honestly. I like spy missions in general. I like how it gives a decent enough reason for Carl to succeed as well as he does. Carl being sneaky, which doesn't seem like a very good thing to do, granted, but it works with his character of taking that solo approach. The little guy fighting on the inside to cause the sabotage, as it were. It fits in with his introduction as well, where he was fighting on the plains there with the invasion of the sentients and was sneaking around them to pull off his daring last attack. Do I have Miso A5 relics? Probably. Actually, maybe not probably, let's see. Miso A5. Yeah, I do have some of those. If you're looking to purchase them, they're not for sale. Sorry. Yeah, I like the sneaky sabotage the most. I find that the junk run to get the thumper is a somewhat interesting one. It's alright. Whereas the Murex one, I honestly think is the worst. I do think it's the worst. It's mostly waiting around in places. And it just doesn't fit right to me that in a Murex, when you're identified and located by the sentients, the Grenier could break out of it. Most one makes no sense. He's going back to get more brothers, identified more that are stuck on a ship, goes through to go and rescue them. What's Mr. Reckless? Cheers. Can we grab that relic? I'm not looking to grab the relic bank. No. If you're looking to have people join you in cracking relics, I highly recommend you head on over to recruiting chat and try to form a group there. Or otherwise get in touch with people in communities looking to get people together for cracking relics. I wouldn't suggest going to random streams and asking streamers, hey, can we just do this together? Certainly when the streamer may have other plans in general. Or you can just get the part. You know, trade for it. That's the whole point of trading being in a game like this, is so that you can trade for things. Yeah. Just like the rail shooter part of the mission as well. Oh yeah, where you're in the bowl core that crashes and you don't actually have to do anything there. You could just let go. It's a fun moment, but realizing that there was no objective to it, it was just a scripted scene near enough, pulls me away from it, yeah. It just pulls me away from it. My biggest issue overall with the Carl missions is, firstly, they felt clunky. That was part of his slowness in general. They have improved that FDE. But second, it's those side objectives. Their introduction of this whole Carl mission approach was to have weekly missions rotating around, 3 of them, and that's fine with me. I'm not so fine on that you have to do the mission, otherwise it doesn't move on to the next one. Like, first time around, I understand. I have to do mission 1, then 2, then 3 for it to make some kind of story sense, I guess. I can accept that. To then never have it proceed again, forcing people to go through the missions they don't like rather than just skipping weeks, I don't like that. I don't like that. And the side objectives are just... No. No, 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 no. It wouldn't be so bad if those side objectives didn't feel as required, but to get the weekly Archon Shard that you can't go back to, if you miss a week, it's gone. To get that, you need to get all but one objective on the release, and still all but one objective unless you're building up extra stock from the stock pickups. That's a huge ask. Yeah. So that particular set of missions doesn't work out for me. Emma Scorpion asking, is the updates for Warframe pretty big when they come out with more updates? They can be a decent size, like a few gigabytes. It depends on the exact scale of the update. Do announce ahead of time what the size of the updates are that come out, if you're talking about download size. In terms of content size, yeah, we get huge additions. I still haven't gone through everything that's been added to the game with the most recent update in my video guides on YouTube. That most recent update came out in December. I've been putting out a video about every week. Let me see, how many videos have I put out? Let me just bring this up real quick. just how much is there that I've covered so far? So, the update came out, and my first video since update was the Arcane Dissolutions. There's Arcane Dissolution video, Initiate Power Pack, Netracell drop rates, Tenukai, Sporothrix Augment, Emerald Archon Shards, Sarin Guide, not quite this update, but is in a video. Violet Archon Shards, Trade Chat, again not this update, but a video I did. Warframe Mobile, Topaz Shards, we're up to 15, Corvex, and Tome Mods with the Grimoire. So that's 18 videos since the update came out. Have they announced the download size of Dante Unbound? I've not been made aware of one, though. Yeah, fair do, High Spy. Different mission. D tried something different. If D didn't try anything different, we'd get nothing interesting ever. They've always been trying different things. It's just sometimes they missed a mark. Brutus guessing, I think when Tarkon Shards removed from Chipper Store, Carl will gather dust. Yeah. I agree. I agree on that. I don't know what they're going to put there, if anything, otherwise, but yeah, I probably just won't be touching Carl again unless they give some real good reason. How many gigabytes is Warframe for PC usually? I don't know, sorry. You'll probably want to check the wiki on that. Can you see my Grimoire build? You can check out my Grimoire guide. Oh, I've not got a link to it, have I, Salensi? Let me just direct link it. I didn't set up that command. Whoops. There you go. That's the guide. Yeah, I'm going to get people asking about the orange shard constantly. Let's just remove that. But Ken, you do things. Why do you do things? Don't you have a reason for everything? Yes, but you don't want to hear the reason for that because it's not important. Is there anything worth putting in here instead? Not really any of those I want. Any of these? No, not really. I could go for more casting speed or parkour velocity. Or some strength. Let's go a little bit of strength, because then this Eclipse build goes up to 300%. So why not? That's just cute. We'll do that. Kurtos saying, I think that's fine, honestly. Car missions being a one and done type thing. I don't think that's okay, considering just how much effort has clearly gone into producing them, and that Warframe's entire design, aside from its quests, are around repeatable content. For the Carl missions to be completely one and done, not a fan. I'm actually going to do something I don't usually do. I'm going to indulge in a little bit of what I usually call fanfic. What I would have done with Carl missions if I were in charge of the design. If it were up to me, if I had infinite resources to allow me to go as far as I could have chosen to, these are the kinds of things that I would have done. These kinds of bits. No pixel hunts. The whole hunting, long distance, all around the map, checking every nook and cranny for pointless pickups, and it really is pointless pickups, doesn't make sense. Why are there Grineer corpses littered around in all three locations? Just left there. That doesn't make sense. Why are we picking up just random stock pickups that don't fit into the world? Doesn't make sense. Why are we looking for Carl's floof that's just placed in some obscure location? Doesn't make sense. So the pixel hunts that they were originally, and then even with the radar added, they don't fit into those missions. It doesn't vibe with what Carl is supposed to represent. When it would recycle the bodies, just cleaning up. You want to tell me that the entirety of Nama go, oh, there's just a body there. Let's just deal with that. No exploration? Exploration can be fine. Exploration can absolutely be fine, but it needs to fit within the theme of the mission. You need to have a reasonable process of exploration, not just let's hunt every corner of the map and see what we find. If, for example, there was a navigational aid, some kind of ping or tracker, or if you gained clues to the whereabouts, something you can actually think through or process rather than brute force. Imagine if solving a Sudoku, you couldn't actually see the other numbers, you just kept on putting in numbers and clicking, am I correct? No. Put in new numbers. Am I correct? No. Put in new numbers. Am I correct? No. Put in new numbers. Am I correct? No. That's not a puzzle. That's not fun. That's just going around it. Maps being pre-made helps or hinders that? Hard to say, Solomir. It depends on the design of puzzles and how they can fit them in within the map. Matthew's saying they could have been good if there's far less of them, like only one of them. If you mean of the pixel hunts, no. Because the problem is, if you're finding any number of objects that could be in any part of the map, until you have found them all, you just have to keep looking for them. If you have to find more than one item, it increases the chances that you are searching for the majority or entirety of the mission. Because the further you'll have to go until you will have found all items. But all the same, any number of pixel hunts, as I've been referring to them, just takes away from the mission itself. This takes away from Carl's mission. And that's my issue with it. It doesn't fit into it at all. Customization of mechanical details. It's all fine and dandy to be able to dress up Carl. I've not done that. It's all fine and dandy to dress that up. We can find weapons in the missions. This was added late, by the way. Yet we can't select Grimish weapons to go in with. Why not? If you're going into the Junkron mission, why can we not start with the Tonkor? Why can we not earn and unlock those weapons rather than just randomly discover them? And they're just on the main path. So I'd have things like the customization of mechanical details. Choose between different types of grenades to take in, or to replace the blunt with some other feature. Maybe you want a defensive one, maybe you want an offensive one. Take your pick. Customize your Carl. Have that as just unlocks. No stock needed. Unlocks for just playing it to keep it interesting. That's one crucial detail I'd have gone with. Ways to include friends. All of Warframe, barring key quests and some tutorial bits, pretty much all of Warframe is a joint venture. Optional joint venture, but a joint venture. And there is no accounting for that in the Carl missions. And yet Carl's brothers working together as a small squad is literally the idea of Veilbreaker. This upstart ragtag group of renegade Grineer fighting against Nama, defying the call of the queens. And just some of these little details here, you then have a mission where you're focused on the mission and rewarded for focusing on the mission, where you get to adjust your gameplay through your loadout, which is very Warframe, and can bring your friends along the way, which can lead to fun and shenanigans, because games are very often better together. We all live together. I understand not having our personal weapons. Have weapons tailored to the Carl missions. No modding needed necessarily. You know, have minor upgrades here or there. So similar to how on the mining laser you can get a couple upgrades. Or if you're picking perks like the avionics in Railjack, where there's only a couple options to choose between. That's fine. Maybe even co-opting the Incarnon system. It's not Incarnon weapons, just picking between a couple upgrade options for the weapons. Giving us bits there that we can change the gameplay to make it more interesting to ourselves, to not be just scouring the map for dropped random items that don't actually fit the universe. Bring in our friends for it. And then lastly, to be quite honest, yeah, Gorilla, you triggered the bot. That's my bot, because people keep asking about drops at random times. But the final thing, as much as they've put in a lot of effort to make their 3 custom-built missions, map variation. Ultimately, when we go to the exact same 3 locations over and over, we feel it. One of the strongest suits of Warframe is its tile set design. It is absolutely huge how big a deal tile sets make for being a way to refresh your experience. And that would be the fourth and final crucial bit for keeping Carl missions alive to me. You learn the individual rooms as you play and play and play, but it's not like once you've gone through it, you've seen it. With the pixel hunts, literally once you've gone through the mission once, you've seen it. Because you're forced to. Yeah. So, with map variation, with missions focused on the mission, with customization of Carl's mechanical details, not the cosmetics, and ways to include friends, that'd be great. Mossin asking, you don't mind the under 15-minute objective? I find it one of the worst. Is it one of the worst, Mossin, because you've got other objectives to do which require you to go away from the mission? Is that an issue you have with the 15-minute run, that you find you are now stuck between 2 exclusive objectives, really? One of them telling you to go do the mission quickly, focus on your mission, and the other one telling you, no, don't worry about your mission, you need to go find your cuddly toy. No. I don't have an issue with the 15-minute timer when it's not actually an issue. It's the pixel hunts that really make it happen. When you do the car mission, you have a 50 minutes as a separate run. Yeah, which means you then have to do an extra run just to do a quick run, supposedly. Focusing, I think D wants you to run the mission multiple times a week. They didn't give us a reason to do so, though, because there's no map variation. And the rewards are expressly limited. And there's no customization of the mechanical details of Carl. On the initial release, we didn't even have different weapons even spawning in the mission. And we have no way to include friends. If you want something to be run multiple times over, not even having that basic... It's a looter-shooter game, is Warframe. We come here for looter and shooter. The looter bit is somewhat missing in the car mission, and the shooter bit is missing in half of them. Literally half. And that's why I say these would have been my go-tos on it. I really do feel that the design of car missions significantly missed the mark. And I understand if they are looking to just drop that content. I'm not saying that is their plan. I don't know their plan. But if they are looking to drop it, that they've decided the amount of input that'll be needed to turn car missions into something broadly interesting, I get it. Honestly, I get it. Would I change the Chipper Shop offerings? That would depend on just how this is implemented, honestly. With Carl missions as they stand, with no other changes, the Chipper Shop offerings, locking the Archon Shard as a very expensive item that uses up your stock like that, I'm not a fan of. I would go so far as to say, completing the Carl mission successfully and deathlessly should perhaps reward the Archon Shard in and of itself once you are rank 5. Like, once you got to the rank where you would have got the Archon Shard, that's just a reward. Reduce the total overall stock earned, and have that stock then freely available to get your other rewards. Instead, you're actually just taking out the Archon Shard, so they're kind of doing that. You'll still get the Archon Shard, but you don't even have to do Intari Carl at that point. So, welp. beyond the Archon Shard, Chipper's shop offerings are actually overall reasonable. Steinax aside, that one's a big one. But it's the Archon Shard that really anchors that shop as a problem. It really is the Archon Shard. But yeah, that's all fanficking. That's all what ifs, and it's not going to happen. Because I don't work for DE. I am just some dude in a tiny home office talking about the game that I played so very much. Archon Shards are good, and that's the problem. Not just good, but extremely limited. If you pick Steinax or mods or anything else in Chipper's shop instead of the Archon Shard, you can't then get that Archon Shard. At least you couldn't on release. Now you can get technically infinite stock if you grind and grind and grind and grind. Yeah, sure. Still not great. Cheers, Mirror Especially on release, there was just no catch-up option whatsoever. No way to farm more stock. You were just locked in with what you got. And that made it where getting the Archon Shard was, in a sense, critical. Even if you didn't, at that point in time, think that the Archon Shard was perhaps the thing you needed, because of the sheer potential of how powerful it is and how limited they are to get, at least on Veilbreaker's release, it wasn't really an option. It wasn't really an option. Yeah, it's 10 stock for a run if you find all 10, yeah. Like, granted, now that I have Archon Shards, which I've just not applied to Warframes. Well, let's have a look at this. How many shards do I have lying around? I have 3, 10, 12, 14, 20, 29 shards. 29 shards lying around. Which means that if they just so happen to be the perfect shards, I could fully equip not even 6 more frames right now. Assuming they were even the right shards to split across stuff, which is a reasonable assumption for the types I have, but yeah. So with Ivara's 1 in her already, I could take a bunch of frames and add it onto those. I have got a bunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fully equipped frames now. With those 29 shards, it could be 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, maybe 21. I could get myself to maybe 21 fully socketed frames in terms of Archon Shards. Alright, that's a damn decent amount. How long have Archon Shards been in the game? And someone does the new war today. How long is it going to take them to even get close to this point? If you go through the Netracells as they currently stand, I think it's an average of about 1.7 Archon Shards per week from Netracells. And then 1 from the Archon Hunt, guaranteed. To skip out on the Carl mission Archon Shard is skipping out on over a third of your Archon Shard potential in that regard. Or about a third of it. Actually, no, it's close to a quarter. Yeah, increased by a third. Not even accounting for RNG like Kurtos has experienced, yeah. Calzine section already done? Yes, Solomon, we don't dally for that long. So, if someone were to complete the new war today, it would take them, on average, once they've done the new war and Veilbreaker and Whispers in the Wall, it would take them on average about... Yeah, every 5 weeks they'd probably socket 4 frames, on average. 5 weeks for 4 frames to be fully socketed, if they got the exact right shards for everyone there. Not even counting fuse shards. So I'd probably actually knock that down to... Yeah, 2 frames every 3 weeks. If you're only playing 2 frames, that's fine. 3 weeks, job done. 3 weeks? You want a greater selection? you want to really go ham on a specific type of shard, up goes the time. Bip, 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 bip. Not see any green? My green hoodie's in the wash. You want green? We probably have green around here. Let me see. Green, green, green. Where's our green at? Where's our... Somewhere in here I've got some green, definitely. Surely. Oh, we got a little bit of green energy. There we go. Alright, that's our green. There you are. There's our green. You happy now? Most used green frame I have. You're very welcome. Your RNG is giving you 71% blue shards? Well, okay then. RNG do be like that. Dr. Evil say, for most of us, we'll most likely be unequipping shards to make tower ones. There is also that as well. Once you're at the point where you feel comfortable combining some shards together to make towers, you've clearly got quite the number of shards. You're fine. It's still one hell of a process. And that means that skipping the Carl missions was in a way very expensive. Which then also meant that anything else you wanted from Carl's shop had to be sidelined. Which is a thing. Or otherwise acquired elsewhere for the cost of platinum. Would shards being tradable be OP? They wouldn't be OP, no. I wonder about the nature of those trades. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Now, on the one hand, I'd want to say that should be okay. On the other hand, we can't trade incarnants. We can't trade the actual completion of Kuva Liches. We can't trade leveling up frames. There's all kinds of things that can't be traded. Hard to say. It is hard to say on that. We have a weird situation in this game where a lot of things can be traded, a lot of things can't. And the line between what can and can't be traded is just... I don't know. I don't know. Fair to Adel. Marcel, it would give me less of a reason to log in every week if Archon shards could be traded. It would give you less of a reason. That's interesting. So you specifically log into the game because things are restricted to you like that? That you have to go and do it yourself? There is nothing you can do about it otherwise? Interesting. Not for the fun of the game. It's because of things you would miss out on. FOMO is what has you playing. Genshin player mindset? Never played the game, so can't speak on that. Daniel's yes, obviously. I mean, you're speaking for someone else now. Yeah. It's a weird one. It is a weird one. At the end of the day, Warframe is a live service, free-to-play game. So they work in around that. Matthew says, a pillar of MMO design, to be fair. It's a pillar of many MMOs. It never had to be. The whole idea of dailies and weeklies wasn't previously a thing. You want to talk to me about MMOs? I could talk to you about MMOs which are older than some of the people watching my videos. I know this for a fact because I've now got a double whammy of it, that there are creators in the creator program for Warframe who got inspired to be a creator for Warframe because they saw my content. And not only that, they are also younger than accounts I have in MMOs. I literally have an account in an MMO older than someone who is in the Warframe creator program inspired by my creations. Which is a little bit of a mindfuck, I'll be quite honest with you. That just, yeah. And I've never played WoW either, so it's not even that griller. Yeah. Does that count? Let's see. That would be... I started it then, and... Sure, yeah, that account I'm referencing, it's got to be about 20 years old. Gotta be, yeah. I have the same MMO character that I could still log on to today. That is 20 years old. That's kind of wild. So you want to talk about default of MMOs, staple of how they work? I've been there longer than people have been alive, let alone gaming in some cases. Do not cite the old magic to me, witch. I was there when it was written. Pure and simple. And it didn't used to always be the dailies and the weeklies and the engagement metrics. Not to that level. Companies just found that was effective. Some old school stuff is just so good still. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of old school stuff that was also problematic in so many ways. Absolutely, don't get me wrong, there have been a lot of improvements. There's been a lot of non-improvements. Where's that line come from? So that is going to have been Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe, yeah. You left me alone for 10 minutes in this Urali. What did you miss? Someone told me I wasn't wearing green, so I found the first most used Warframe I have with green as their primary colour. And it turns out it's Urali. Green is the primary colour of no other Warframe with more usage of mine than her. Yeah. Anyway, we can switch off of that now. That'll do. Now that you've seen the Urali, you've had your moment, Snake. There we are. Right. I've gotten all of the Archon shards that I'm going to be able to get this week. Left it very close to the time, I know, but that's a thing. With that, then, I think we should draw on some of that good luck. You know what? I'm actually going to go get Urali back. I'm actually going to go get Urali back. Because we're going to use that green power. Including green shards, no less. We're going to use that green power. With the Spore Lacer. And I'm going to, for the first time in a long time, set the Spore Lacer to a set of greens as well. Goodbye, water balloons. Hello, green water balloons. More campus for you to clear out last year's banners? Maybe. Because we're going to go do a little bit of relic cracking. Let's draw on some of the good luck that I've so much heard about. Let's draw on some of that. We're going to go crack out some things. And look at that, we got a nice lovely capture fisher there. That sounds good. If you'd like to join me on some Neo captures, send me a messaging game with the engineer. I'll bring it into the squad. We're going to cross our fingers on that. Alright, folks, good luck with your Netra cells. Absolutely. That was just saying, it's crazy to think about that account of yours is almost as old as... Yeah. I mean, I am older than Google, so it makes sense I'll have these things. Teflon Rage, come on in. It is only to be expected. Is it green frame only? You can bring what you want, but if you don't bring a green frame, you're probably asking to be unlucky. That's just how it be. How do you get over a game burnout? Identify why you burned out and how you can prevent that happening in future. Yep. Make you feel old here, bud? Well, Ronald, if you're feeling old, that means you, like me, were also born in the late 1900s. So that's just kind of how it be, isn't it? So yeah. We just need one more person to join us. We'll get cracking on this here. Where did it go? There it is. You hear how close to 40 you are? Yeah. Do you hate it because you're getting older? Or do you hate it because you're told to hate it? Time ain't gonna slow down. Just make of it what you make of it. There we are, Solomon. Come on in. Fear not getting older. Fear only letting oneself be old. If you do what you do to remain young and full of vitality, then it is just a matter of being older. Solomon, you want to join? Did it not invite? There we go. That was weird. Didn't invite for some reason. Right, let's do this. Do I have any refined ones? I do not. Okay, cool. Let's just cross our fingers on these then. You turn 50 in Feb? Fair do. People saying they feel fine, but eat healthy and exercise. Yeah. Look after yourself. I'm gonna say I hate being younger than a lot of people connect with. Feel like I'm born too late. I mean, if you're in this chat, that means you're caring about a mature rated game, in which case you should be yourself an adult. And if you are yourself an adult, you quickly discover that in terms of just being friendly with one another, and specifically friendly with one another, you'll find that there are no other barriers on that. Warframe has a mature rating. It doesn't have age segregation beyond that. We can all share this game together. You give a lot to be 20 again? I remember what I was like at 20. I remember some of the mistakes I made at 20. I remember all the things that have happened to me. And as a result of me, between 20 and 30. I can tell you now, I'm in a far better space now. Far, far better space now than I was when I was 20. 20 physically? Yeah. I mean, you age over time, but still look after yourself. Do what you can. Eat right, sleep right, exercise right. Treat yourself.
That's it. You opened the relic.
And yourself will treat you back.
And we'll take a look inside.
If ye do not, then you reap what you sow. And hydrate yourself? True, there is that, yeah. I sense there is a hydrate coming, isn't there? Alright, well, in terms of getting really lucky with stuff, a quadruple gold would be lovely. Quadruple bronze is not where I expected. Darn. Not a good start. Zom, cheers. Yeah, so you're completely out of spanners, aren't you? That's your own doing. Is Skarner Sword any good? Just default Skarner? Not really. It's a very early game weapon. Very, very early game. I mean, yeah, there are going to be individual circumstances, no reply. Not everyone has things perfectly peachy. This is true. I am very fortunate with my overall physical and mental health, I will say. But that is not entirely down to luck. Some people are unlucky, some very much so. But you'll find that no one in, dare I say, exceptional health is only lucky. No, Malicitos, you are the only person on planet Earth who's looking forward to the Sticky Corner fix. D specifically did it for you and no one else. Oh, balls. I looked at chat and not where I was going. OSHA violation on that, I just went straight over the side. They should raise those barriers. Now I'm just behind everyone, so... Yeah, I can get that reactant. That was nice in the game.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part
Alright,
is
let's
done.
make our way through. Corrupted, thank you. Osha's been paid off by the Corpus. Fair. Osha was disbanded by the Corpus for being a unprofitable existence. Warframe's work can't be fun. I disagree on both of those things. I wholeheartedly disagree on both of those things. And I don't just mean for content creators. Just to be clear on that. Absolutely not. I was joking in regard to your comment. Oh, well, I didn't see the reply on that. My bad. Or their bad. Their bad. They didn't reply on it. Hello, Pochulo. How you doing? There we are. Oh, infinite ammo one. The spore laser. Okay.
Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Infinite ammo, spore laser. Go burr. And it's done. Oh. Someone went to extraction without reactant. Welp. Good to hear, Pochulo. Good to hear. What do I think about the new Warframe mods? I will think more about them when they're actually in the game. We know exactly what stats they got and what weirdish weirdness is to them. They have a lot of unknowns at this current point in time. We'll just have to wait on that. Gorilla goofed? Gorilla did goof. Alright. One more run at it. Let's see what we can get out of this one. Probably nothing amazing, but we'll keep throwing rocks at it. Actually, wait. Oh, shit, I just remembered. I'm probably a little bit full up on... Void Race is going to be full, isn't it? Oh, that was so close to being full. Okay, right. Let's swing this around the other way then. What relics do I have very few of? Because those are going to be very valuable. Most likely. If there is a relic I have almost none of, it is almost certainly going to be high value. Let's bring some of those now. Upgrade them all the way to the top. Let's see what we get. Everyone check the void milk? Void milk? Yikes. That's... The implications. We'll head in for one more capture run. Let's see what we get on this one here. How can you get the glyph? Exclamation mark glyph. It's that simple, Mosin. Exclamation mark glyph. Click the link. There we are. Whilst you're at it as well, this goes out to everyone. If you do enjoy what we do on the channel here, and you would like to support me in doing even more, consider hitting that subscribe button. If you've got Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free with your Twitch Prime. You do need to redo it each month, by the way, so you keep an eye on that. Can't just let that slip away if you're looking to support the channel. If you'd rather not give Twitch and Jeff Bezos, by extension, any money, that's perfectly valid. You can also support me through Patreon as well. And get more behind the scenes instead. That is a janky capture animation. I wouldn't really call that an animation, to be honest with you. Janky capture pose. But that's you really, I guess. They moved the Prime sub button? Did they? Damn. I'll be honest, I don't have Amazon Prime, so I don't keep an eye on where the button is. Fair do. I should probably be heading that way. I'm dilly-dallying around over here. Bounce, 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 bounce. Oh, I lose so much momentum on every doorway. Yep.
That's it.
Come on.
You opened the
Come on. Through we go. Come on.
Take a look inside.
There we are. Decent run here. Stuck on the doorway again. Those little bits. And nailed the landing. Oh, there's a piv. 500 meters away. I'm not going for that. That is an effort I am not putting in. Solomir has not got their reactant yet. We need to wait for them to get it because they went piv hunting. Yeah. It's not just the camera tweaking out on every door frame, it's actually you already get slightly stuck on it. So it also screws up your momentum. And I just don't like that. She does not handle momentum well on a K-Drive. It's just the fact.
Thank you, Master, for all your knowledge. Folded hands.
Thank you very much, Botchelo, for resubscribing with your Prime there, up onto 5 months. And you are very welcome to all the knowledge I do bring out here for you. Someone saying, if I dress like a leprechaun, I've got to go for the gold. Okay. I'm not going to read anything into that. Fair enough. Botchelo, thank you very much on that. And of course, enjoy the new emotes as well, because there's a whole new suite of snack emotes to add to the Lavos theme. It is the beautiful snack right there, but in much more emote format. And let's see, this is all a pile of crap. I don't want any of this. I'll take a former. Any more fun in open worlds? Maybe, maybe. There we are. I was hoping for something a little shinier, but there's a lot to do. Yahazek, we don't yet know if the augments are the only thing that are happening to frames like Ureli. I wouldn't rule everything out yet because the update hasn't been released and therefore we don't know all of the details. Hold fire on your judgment on that. I'm not saying there may be more. I'm not saying there will be more. I'm saying there may be more. There may be things we just don't know about. Ooh, Cronin Blade. Let's do that. It's the same reason I'm not judging the supposedly good-looking augments until they get here. There's all the details to be had still. Fixing the corner stick thing that might include you ready. That's true, yeah. That might be related to what's causing you ready to stick on doorways. You are very right there, Leonard. That could be related. If so, that would make her much smoother to play. That's one of the things we'll just kind of have to feel for once the update hits. We can't know until then. Any preliminary thoughts on the Lavos augment? It's actually vague enough that we're not entirely sure on the full details as yet. So we're just going to have to see what it's like when it hits the game. Went over this on a stream when the augments were teased. That unfortunately the details are just a little too lacking in most cases for us to have a real answer to them. Do I think each of the augments will need their own video? Not each of them, no. I will cover some of them maybe if they are particularly worth covering. There may be other things of greater importance, don't forget. But I'll consider it. You got that? Alright. Understandably, I think a lot of people are going to be expecting I cover the Lavos augment.
Well done.
That just kind of makes sense as the self-proclaimed Lavos main and one of very few creators in such a position. That's just, yeah, that's part of the course, I suppose, isn't it?
has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find
What do I think about the new... every time this happens. Every time. We start on the topic. I say, we don't know on the topic. Someone else hears we're talking about the topic. Asks about the topic. I say, we don't know about the topic. Someone else has just joined the stream. Goes, oh, you're talking about the topic. What do you think about this topic? I say, we don't know on the topic. Welcome on in, Salok. You've clearly just recently arrived as well. And we don't know all the full details. The devil is in the details of all the orbments. I want to see how they actually reach the game. Once they're in the game, I will judge them. Until then, I can't judge them. Oops, I didn't realise I got all my reactants because I was too busy talking to chat. Really? Calm down. There we are. Alec. Wow, I just got a former out of my Radiant K3 relic. Thanks, game. Let's have the Revenant Beast. Yeah, it has. It happens a lot. It happens a lot. Let me give you guys a detail, a factoid that you might not be aware of here. Let me bring this up. If I go to my analytics, let's go for the stream last week. Let me just bring this up here. This stream last week, that's the Sunday 10th of March. I can tell you that 1,635 people tuned in of their own accord. 1,635. Because you look at how many people are watching right now, you might think, oh, that's 10 times as many. Are you sure about that? No, but true. Because not everyone, most people aren't watching for the entire stream. People are coming in and out constantly. So if you think about it, 1,635 people in a 3-hour stream. Oh, that's a simple bit of math. We can take 1,635, divide that by 60, and divide it by 3. That's 9 people a minute. Or in other words, every 7 seconds. Every 7 seconds on average, someone arrives to this stream. Which means if I spend 7 seconds on a point, there is a good chance that someone else has just arrived going, huh? What are we on about? And if you are that person, if you arrive to a stream and within the first 30 seconds, you're asking questions about what's going on without trying to pick up the proper context as to what's going on, you're one of those people. It's a live stream. If you arrive late, you've missed stuff. That's a fact. And now you're just trying to be funny and missing. Yep, yeah, Hazek, yep. That's how it be. Just trolling? That's what we say, the trolling. 185 seems like a lot either way. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people watching right now. Yeah, absolutely. I'd like it to be 1,000. You know, if we could get 1,000 people watching at once, that'd be great. Invite your friends. Invite your family. Just invite the people who like Warframe. I don't need you down here. I'll be honest with you. I mean, your nan will probably love me just as much. But I'd rather people who are here who are also enjoying the channel. Not just the voice. Just saying. Okay, I'm not sure what Labelli is saying all about on the laptop and the heat and whatnot. I'm going to leave you with that, Labellia. You excited for Mirage buff? Yeah, I mean, it's one heck of a buff upcoming, absolutely. Mirage is eating well in the update. Oh, yes. A lot of people have focused on Eclipse Subsume. Mirage is loving the changes to Eclipse. Absolutely loving them. Do not be fooled. Fair enough, Labelia. I genuinely don't have a memory of it right now. If there's something I needed to remember there, but if you're saying don't remember, then all for it, fair enough. I will not inquire any further. sounds to your benefit that I don't. Wow, okay, Lex Prime bronze and silver. Lovely, yeah, yummy. How much did Tiberon Prime Barrel go for? Probably not much, because I have 3 of them. Now 4. Let's have a look. Warframe Market, you going to load anytime this century? Apparently not. Okay, let me refresh. Never mind then, I'll not sate my curiosity. It didn't want to load for some reason. Reaper said, I'm quite pessimistic about Prism not scaling anymore. Kind of sounds like it's now just 100% additive bounds. The devil's in the details. The devil is in the details. Am I sure green is a lucky colour? Well, it's not a creative one, so there's that. But, you know, we work with it. I got some more of these we can open. We'll keep trying. Alright, Labella, you take care. Yeah, I'm sure Mirage is going to be in a brilliant spot. Absolutely ludicrous tier spot with the update. Volt is still going to be king in a lot of places to be used. There's no doubt about that. But Mirage being able to just snap her fingers and have insane damage buff or guaranteed damage resistance cheaply on a good duration, that cannot be overstated. That's a big deal. I'm genuinely surprised for Mirage that D have decided not to reduce her limits on the offense. The defense has come down from 95 to 90, but like that's still very, very reliable defense.
Mission complete.
You can even subsume Nourish on Mirage. Yeah, you can't put things like Roar onto Mirage because you'd have to replace Eclipse. No. But you can put lesser buffs, and Nourish is supposedly a lesser buff. Even with the nerfs, Eclipse, Nourish, Mirage. Yeah, I noted, Ray, but at the same time, again, we're just going to wait for the update because we could discuss pre-release notes all day long, and guess what? It's still not what's in the game. Just go for what's in the game. Why no Raw? So some abilities have a specific exclusion added by DE. So Zarta's Whisper, Raw, Eclipse, I think 1 or 2 others. If you go to put them on a frame that already has one of those abilities, you have to replace that particular one. So if you want Raw on Mirage, you have to replace Eclipse. It's just the design of it. Ooh, hello. Keris Prime Blueprint, don't mind if I do. That's a nice lovely little bit of gold there. I don't even care about the Cobra Crane bit. I'm going to take the Keris one. Yoink. Oh, fair do, Craven. Might be something to report there if you're unable to play part of the game on live phone. Ah, yeah, Octavia's Amp, yeah. It's not subsumable, but you would need to replace it if you're putting Raw onto Octavia, yeah. Because it's a direct damage enhancement field. Still, 7 seconds thing, yeah. It's just the 7 seconds thing. Right then, I think, yeah, that capture has now vanished. Oh, look at that. Neo, Exterminate, Oxamoko. Oh, that's... Oh. Oh! Well, that is good news. Let's head on over there. Don't mind if I do. Yoink. Kind of sits. Kind of. Not all abilities are accounted for in that. Kind of. It's a weird one. Is that right? Damage, not elemental? Yeah, because Vex Armor, I think, is also included in the restrictions, isn't it? Yeah. I think Vex Armor is. There's got to be other ones out there that aren't really accounted for. Sure there are. I mean, honestly, I can't think clearly about it off the top of my head, but
The tower's neural
there's gotta
system is
be.
operational.
I mean, I know that you get direct damage, albeit a very tiny amount, but you do get direct damage from Mesa's CC ability, the 2, which I forget the name of, Shooting Gallery? It's very weak, comparatively, so yeah, but it is a damage one. It is a damage one. Ultimately showing that, basically it's just handpicked ones where D went, these probably shouldn't be allowed together. For reasons.
Let's clean up their mess.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look and
It's alright, how Hasty. Loads of people do it. It's a very, very, very common thing. It's why I just kind of laugh at it, make a point, but I'm not telling anyone off in particular. It's exceedingly common for people to do it. Likewise, you'll notice if you type in, "what did I miss?" the bot specifically responds to that because it is such a common question. In a live stream where people are arriving every few seconds. It is a surprisingly common question. What did I miss? It's a live stream. You missed content. Catch the replay. Or spend time watching from now. The VODs are available on the VOD channel. Which the bot also says.
The enemy is broken. Well done.
Alright, enemy broken. Everything achieved. Let's go. Oh, there's a Valana? I'll go back for the Valana. I'll go back for it. Just because this is a decent run, actually, in terms of Marina. Okay, that was annoying. So I should be able to get there reasonably quickly. Let's grab you. Might as well grab this on the way back as well. Come, might as well. Might as. Oh my fucking. Might as well grab this on the way as well. Okay, that was unfortunate. Just bounce off a bit of terrain as you do. Thanks, game. There we are. Not too long to get back. And, okay, so those K3s really did not play fair. That is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Oh well. Just to remind you all as well, we've got the raffle running today, so as is standard, we have it on Wednesday and Sunday Warframe streams. If you have not already grabbed yourselves a ticket for that, exclamation mark ticket in the chat for a chance to win the raffle for 75 Platinum. Doesn't matter what platform you are on. Hell, you don't even have to be a follower to the channel. We've had someone whose very first message, having arrived within a couple minutes of the end of a raffle, hit a ticket and win it. Sometimes it just be like that. How do I feel about Energy Nexus and Precision Intensifiers mods? Precision Intensifier is a nice one. I like it. Energy Nexus, for people who want to use it, they can use it. I don't have much value for it, quite honestly. Oh, let's go Titania. Yeah. Energy Nexus is... It's a constant energy gain. Granted, I am a Lavos main, so you know. It's a constant energy gain, but it takes up a whole mod slot for that. And not even like the aura slot, just your mod slot. For 3 energy per second, which isn't really that amazing. Over the course of a 5-minute round of, you know, very standard survivals, a reasonable pace exterminate, that kind of thing, that's 180 energy per minute, so 900 energy over the course of it. $900 energy? That can get you some, but it's not a lot, all told. When you consider how many things you can be casting.
And they're all under the control of the tower.
For a whole mod slot. Energy Nexus works with Nourish? Everything works with Nourish. If you have a source of energy, it works with Nourish. Uncasting an ability that refunds its energy on uncast works with Nourish. Everything works with Nourish. To a Nexus mod? It's still a power enhancement, so I can see why not on that.
Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
And certainly for those who can't or won't afford Arcane Energize, very understandable as well to look for other options. Energize is an extremely powerful buff. It's just also bloody slow to get. Yeah. Does Hildryn work with Nourish? Yes, Hildryn gets many of the benefits of Nourish. Just as much as Lavos does. Everything works with Nourish. You pedantic one. I'm not going to reach that. If I go here, and then... Come on. There we are. Alright. Janky way of jumping up. But I got there. Now I'll just catch up with everyone else who can just bullet jump normally. Use Energy Nexus. I'm going to hear a number of cases. I use Energy Nexus with Nourish and it does this. Yes. Mirrorlave, I know that's not how you sound, but I'm just going to cut that off right there, right now. Because you're one of many people. Yes, Energy Nexus exists. Yes, you can use it. Yes, it works with Nourish. Okay, cool. We got that? Excellent. Right, moving on. Christ. I'm just going to cut that one right there because I don't need 100 people telling me how they used Energy Nexus because their mum went to the shops to get some milk and they thought it was an idea to increase the power of their computer to download more RAM. I don't care. To be quite honest. I was asked my opinion on Energy Nexus. It's a small amount of energy per second. That's right, Squarebo. It's just, if I don't mention it, whenever energy comes up, I'm like, oh, but it exists. Don't you remember it exists? And it can work with Nourish. I'm like, my guy. Do you also walk up to a chessboard and go, you know, isn't it interesting how knights can go 2 squares in one direction and 1 in the other? Also, they can jump over units. Did you know that? What? Anyway. Is this a green goblin? Yeah, basically, yeah. Basically, that's what this really is. You're very right. Google en passant. And then say holy hell. Mortitania, let's go. It was intentional cosplay? No. No, the intention with this was actually, was it Tornado Storm from One Punch Man? That was the idea there. Is that the name? Alright, Tatsumaki. Really? Yeah, really. Yeah, yeah. I was forced to make a Urali outfit, as it were, Urali fashion, and so I did, and I used that as a base, and it seems to work. Annoying girl that actually is surprisingly powerful. Yeah, that's Urali. People say Ken is bad at fashion. They are correct. They are absolutely correct. All that time I spent in the closet, my eyes were closed. I learned nothing about fashion. My fashion sense is... I'm comfortable. Back off. Seriously, that is my overall approach. Am I happy with this? Yeah, happy enough. It works. Moving on. Someone complained. Alright, I'll just be ornery about it. I will become a practical problem now.
You have broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
Yep, Fairy Grendel is one of those reasons why you do not have a go at me about fashion. I didn't claim to be good at it. Is that... I'll take that. I imagine no one else here needs that, so we'll just do the mission. I don't have more than one of those. I guess I'll just take that then. Yeah. From what we know currently, would an RS be capable of stripping armor with green shards with a rework? Full stripping? Possibly not. If it's not attacking often enough. If it's only hitting once per second, the corrosive procs will run out before you have enough of them. Pure and simple on that. Alright, upgrade it first. Want to get the value out of this. The Vaulted Relic, I think. Yeah, it's Vaulted Relic. Get the value out of it. Yeah, Veil Object. Again, we don't know the details. We'll wait for it to be in the game. Mirrorlabe, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs through to the community here. Mirrorlabe, once again, cheers on that. Going out to Vicarious, to Osborne, to Nixoniel, to Emirapol, and to Mr. Sardis. Mirrorlabe, thank you very, very much for that. I really do appreciate it. Cheers. Long time no see. Ray, you may not have been around yourself then, because have a look at the top of that leaderboard there. Mirrorlabe has not been hiding. Mirrorlabe has definitely not been hiding recently.
You aren't the first ones here. I'm detecting multiple enemy signatures and they're
Blow up all the enemies.
control of the tower. Eliminate the threat.
Yeah, man. Corrupted ones everywhere. Give me your reactor. There we go.
The relic has
Oh, my primary weapon has been buffed. I'm on Urali, primary weapon buffed. Thanks, game. I know that's on me for not unequipping the primary, but thanks.
the tower's neural
That's what
systems
Urali needs.
turn these soldiers into mindless attack drones. You
Yeah, that's fine, Ray. I get you. I get you. Oh, bounce off that again. Alrighty. Grab ourselves this.
The enemy is
That
broken.
tower just...
Well done.
That
Now get
pop-up
this.
tower just bumped me to the side there. That was not helpful. I'm just playing catch-up, honestly. I get slightly knocked off course, that's it. Everyone just sprints ahead. Yep. You're ready, you'll be there eventually. Give me a moment. She looks like she's quick, but she just bounces so much. Wait. When did I end up ahead of everyone, actually? Huh? Okay, that's weird. The required kills were met, but apparently it was behind me? That's just confusing then. Never mind. I take it back. It was in fact too good. Why is this Titania last? Ran out of energy? Skill issue? Who knows? Managed to beat you in your gals? Skill issue. Hey! There we are. Titania gold piece. Nice. Will Warframe Market play Bonnie now? Can I load it now? Warframe market needs to verify that you are human, and it has. Titania Prime Systems is worth 28 plat. Nice. Nice. There we are. Always good to get a cheeky bonus like that. And I just noticed I'm gaining Arbiters of Hex is standing, but not Suda. Ah, crap, I've maxed it out, haven't I? Maxing, didn't notice. Yup. That'll do it. Whoops.
What are you curious about?
Let's see here. I don't actually want any of this. Do I want that? Oh, I'm going to buy anyway. Just so it's off the list. Might as well do the same over here. Oh, no, I'm still got on the remote to get. There we are. There we go. Right then. We shall continue. We got that Titania one now. Let's go for... let's go the Rubico one. Run that relic. Get some more rare shinies. I'll just do their usual sprint around whilst everyone else picks a relic. Go Rubico, that's what we're hoping. 10% chance of getting it. Yeah, the Rubico is a nice, convenient, simple sniper. It does the job. Nothing too crazy. Simple stuff. And away we go.
You aren't the first ones here. I'm detecting multiple enemy signatures, and they're all under the control of the tower. Eliminate the threat.
Eliminating the threat, absolutely. Apparently I wasn't activating the pressure plate. I just didn't want to open. I'm not sure. There we go, relic cracked. Oh, infinite ammo on the Spore Lacer, alright.
Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Don't mind if I just kind of fire these off for a little bit.
No better than to walk into an Oregon tower unprepared. Let's clean up their mess.
Gonna bounce off everything, that's fine. Merlin doesn't trigger pressure plates. I mean, it would be good for stealth, if that mattered. Not triggering pressure plates is a good thing in a lot of places. But here, I guess not. Oh, I just got 126 points on the board. That wasn't even intended.
Ranks and they're on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
Let's make our way out of here. He's hovering? Yeah, but you know, imagine that would apply still a downward force. In order to defy gravity, as it were, you need to have some kind of means keeping you there. And it doesn't appear to be a lifting force. Hey, Tiburon, we'll take that one. How much is that worth? Probably not all that much, but I'm going to look anyway. Tiburon, Prime, Blueprint. Okay, wow, never mind. Never mind. 4 plat. Bamboozled. That ain't a good one. That ain't a good one. Yeah, brother, yeah. Anyway, at that point, that I think is where we're gonna say thank you very much to Solomir, God's Hammer, and Cephalon Rage on joining on the relic cracking there. Now, before we do the platinum giveaway, I must apologise. I need to quickly sort some things. I'll be back in just a moment. Guys, I don't want to see any drones in the chat when I come back. I'll be back in just a moment. We'll do a platinum giveaway. But until then, no drones. BRB. What the heck is happening here? What? Why are there so many drones? I specifically said no drones. Ah. I make one simple request. Drones. No drones. Devastating. Absolutely devastating. I guess I'm just going to have to cancel the Platinum giveaway, aren't I? That's just it, you know? There's no point any of you putting exclamation mark ticket in the chat for a chance to win it on any platform, is there? It doesn't matter that you could be a winner on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, Switch, or mobile. It doesn't matter that you could enter, even if you're only just come here or been a long time subscriber. For a chance to win that 75 Platinum, I might as well just cancel it, right? I mean, you already done so happy about it. Alright. I think that's enough. If you've not already grabbed yourself one, you didn't want a ticket, clearly. So let's close the giveaway now. Let's see who is going to be the winner today. Oh, yes, indeed. The winner is Primed Disappointment. Fair enough. Apparently Barrow has won. Congratulations. The nickname of Barraketeer, you are the winner of the Platinum giveaway today. I'll be contacting you shortly after the stream. Get hold of your Warframe username, platform, and cross-save status, and get that sent on over to you there. Congratulations. Woo, says Prime Disappointment. There we are. No disappointment for you today. In fact, let me quickly send you a whisper. Hello. Smiley face. Yeah. There you are, Prime Display. If you could just respond to that, please, with your Warframe username, platform, and if you have cross-save turned on or not, and we'll get that sorted out for you. I'll send the full details shortly after the stream comes to an end. For everyone else, thank you very much for joining in on today's stream. I do hope you have enjoyed yourselves here, but please don't go anywhere just yet. Oh, no. We are not yet done. We are going to be raiding on over to another part of the Warframe community. And seeing as we have a whole bunch of, you know, lovely snake emotes, if you have the Snake raid, you can use your channel points to unlock it even, I believe. Let me check, can you still do that? I think you can, yeah. Yeah, choose an emote to unlock, so if you really wanted to, you can spend a few spanners to do that. We're going to be raiding on over to another part of the Warframe community. Get your Snake raids ready to go, and let's see who can we raid. Who can we go to today? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You know what? Your lucky Clover on today? Yep, that just seems like the correct answer, doesn't it? That just seems like the correct answer. That's clearly where we gotta go. So let's do exactly that. If you have not been to a Clover stream before now, well, you're about to. That's all I'm gonna let you know. Nah, they're wonderful. And you will experience more of that as we raid on over. But thank you once again. It's been absolutely wonderful. And I will see you on Wednesday for some more good old Warframe. In the meantime, have a good start to your week. Be your absolute best selves. Try not to get too drunk. Bye-bye.